Hey everybody, it is Kim. So I wanted to hop on and just want to make a quick video about how to post in the My Challenge Tracker app. We obviously have a lot of training and things that we've done about getting posts up on Facebook, but now that everything with Beachbody has shifted to Beachbody On Demand and the My Challenge Tracker, it's important that new coaches know how to post their first week. So once you are a newish coach, you're going to, be in a challenge group where you will not just be a challenger, you'll also be an apprentice and responsible for posting a week in the group. It's super exciting. It gets your feet wet. It gives you some confidence as a coach. And I like to keep it simple for my new coaches. So instead of asking you to come up with your own content or your posts, even though you've probably been in a challenge group before, not necessarily, but probably, so you've seen the kinds of things that coaches post, I don't want you to feel responsible for it. I know that I was really freaked out to post my first week when I started nearly 2 years ago. So I love that my coach gave me some scripts that I could pretty much copy and paste and pin to the top. And, I was the coach. I was seen as the coach that week, even though that wasn't really my own content. And that built enough confidence that I was more comfortable the second time to kind of do it off on my own. So what I want to do is show you quickly how to log into the My Challenge Tracker app and post. So what you need to understand is that on your cell phone, when you log into the My Challenge Tracker, that is separate than the coach portal. So you cannot make a post as a coach when you are in the regular app. You need to go on your cell phone or on a laptop, which is what I prefer because sometimes I have issues of it not posting on my cell phone. You would go to, google.com and type in My Challenge Tracker. And you can even just make that a favorite or save it on your phone or on your computer. So you can just click on My Challenge Tracker and log in. So I'm going to share my screen with you because I'm actually about to make a post in the challenge group and I'm going to show you how I do it. So I'm pulling up my internet here and my Google Drive. This is where I have all of my posts saved. This is kind of like my Beachbody headquarters here. So I'm going to go into challenge group scripts. And I'm going to go to my preseason week since we're in preseason right now. And I'm going to scroll all the way down because today is Friday night. So I'm going to find my Friday night post. And I actually just looked over it, which is really important to make sure that there's nothing that needs to change for this round or anything like that. What I am doing tonight, because I'm just always looking at the best way that I can serve. Why is it not letting me copy? There we go. So I'm going to highlight and take all of, there we go. I'm not going to take those two videos because I actually just found one that I like better. So see, I went to mychallengetrackerportal.com. It might prompt you to log in if you haven't done it from your computer before or from the website on your phone. Again, remember, you can't do it on the My Challenge Tracker app. You have to open up My Challenge Tracker portal. So I have some different groups going on right now, but I have New Year, New You, which is where I'm about to post in our new group for the kickoff of 2017. So right here, hopefully you guys can all see this. I have a pinned post, which is the very top post always. And you have to set it to be the pinned post. So when you're a coach and you'll wake up and you'll make a post in the morning, you want to make sure that everybody sees that post. If you just post it in the group, like from your cell phone, for example, in the My Challenge Tracker, then it's just going to get bumped all the way down to the bottom as people make new posts. And a lot of people will miss seeing the coach post. So we need the coach post always, the most recent coach post, to be the pinned post. So at the very top of this is where you can enter a post, not just logging a workout out of the Shake, but it'll bring you to this group feed. And I'm going to click post to the group. When I do that, you see this box pop up. You can add an image, you can add a video. I add the image or the video first because sometimes I have a little bit of an issue and I make sure that it uploads okay, typically. But right now, just because I already copied and pasted my content, I'm going to paste it right into here. And unfortunately, it didn't, a lot of times with my Google Drive, it didn't do this from my cell phone, but sometimes it'll make the spacing kind of weird. So notice that I'm not just going to leave it that way with all these weird marks. I'm going to fix it. And so that the spacing and everything looks right. So it's easy for people to read and it looks professional and there's no typos. I would always read over your post before you post it to the group. Remember, ladies, this is a business and we want to be professional and we want to make sure that there aren't mistakes and typos and things like that. These people have paid money to be here and paid money for your coaching. So it's just important that we don't just, the way I look at it is I'm the one that did all the work and put in all the time. to make these scripts for you. I hand wrote all of these things from scratch and created them myself. So the very least that I expect my coaches to do is look over it before they copy and paste it. I've had some rounds where coaches have posted my notes to them because they were just rushing, and it left a bad taste in my mouth because I was thinking, if I'm the one that took all the time to do this and I'm just handing you these posts, then the very least you can do is look it over before you post it. So always make sure that there wasn't some kind of note that, I made like a coach note that you wouldn't want to be posted because it wasn't for them, it's for you. So I'm making sure, like I said, that all of this weird stuff is gone, and that way I know that everybody can read it and all the content is here. And it looks pretty good. So it shouldn't take you this long normally. It just takes a quick second. But again, this didn't copy and paste over the right way like it usually does. It's an issue I tend to have with Google Drive from my computer for some reason. I just tried doing this post twice from mychallengetrackerportal.com home on my cell phone. And although it worked this morning, and it usually works, there's some internal server error this evening that was not allowing me to do it, which was just as well so I could give you guys an example of putting it in here. But now you can actually see how this will work. So I fixed this and I'm about to click post, but I'm going to add a video because this post is about meal planning and making sure that they have kind of a walkthrough. So I'm going to look over this post and make sure, see, there's a typo right there. Slow down enough to just make sure that everything looks good. So I'm telling them to look at these videos. So I obviously don't want to leave the videos off. That's why I'm saying it's important to look. So I pulled up one of the videos that I want to share with people here. This is one of them. It's about creating a 21-day fixed meal plan walkthrough. And so I am going to add that here at the bottom. Okay, and then the other one that I had found that I really liked because I just watched it on my phone. Like I said, I never try to keep my challenge groups. I never have them just be the same stagnant time after time. I'm always looking for some posts that I can improve on, some things that I can make better. So I watched this one by Cassandra Mullen, and that one was good. But the one that I liked better had some colored pieces of paper that she used, construction paper, and it really made it easy for people, and I don't see it now. So since it's still pulled up on my phone, I am going to make sure that I have the right one. So, sorry for the hold up, guys, but I don't want to, like you can tell, I don't want to just make it throw anything up. I want it to be content that I've personally watched. Like I don't just go find a video and throw it up there. So I'm going to go 21-day fix meal planning. And somebody had an interesting one up with the pieces of paper. And I don't know why I don't see it now. It couldn't just be on. And what I liked is that it was shorter. It was just a few minutes, so the people who might not be willing to watch a longer one, I think, are going to be willing to watch this. There we go. It's by X Force Fit Club. So X Force Fit Club. So hopefully I can find that. Here we go. So this is the one that I thought some people would like. So I am going to attach that. So notice what I'm going to do with this when I have a video. I'm going to click Add Video and copy this into here. Once I click Add, so you can't just click Post, I have to click Add. Now I should see that video. You'll know if there's an error because you won't see it, and it'll probably tell you, like, there'll be red writing, or it'll tell you there's an error. I do the same thing with an image. Whether I put the image on before or after, though I prefer to do it before and make sure it's there, you should see that image right there. If you don't see it right there, something went wrong. So now, before I click, I have to post this. I have all of my post information in there. I have 2 videos, and I'm going to click Pin this post. This means that this post is immediately going to now replace the pin post from this morning at 7 a.m., and everybody will be able to see this evening when they hopefully check into the group. So I'm going to click Post Now, but before I do, I want you to notice that if you click on this arrow, it says Post Now, like I'm going to do, or Schedule, or Save as a Draft. I don't ever use the save as a draft, but the schedule one, let's say that you know that you are going to be gone from your house at, 7 in the morning. You've got to get early morning. You're going to be in the car at 5:30 in the morning and you're scrambling. You've got to get the kids out early and you just are like, oh my gosh, I might not be able to make the morning post. I'm worried I'm going to forget about it. We never want that to happen. These groups have anywhere from 20, 30, 45 people that know that there's a post up every morning that they are waiting on. And they need to see it because a lot of people, if you don't make that post till 9 a.m., they're already out the door. They've done their workout. They're on their way to work. And if we don't tell them that there's a challenge, especially one that the time matters, like a water gallon challenge where they need to start that challenge at like whatever they get up. And some people get up at 4:30 in the morning, you guys. So we want to have that post up. So it's nice that if you're not somebody that wakes up early, I know one of my concerns as a new coach was my son wasn't sleeping through the night. I was up all night. And a lot of times we weren't getting up out of bed until 8:30 or 9 o'clock. And then I was trying to like remember to make that post first thing. And if my son was crying or he was hungry, I had to nurse him, I was a little concerned. So I love that there's an option to schedule the post should we need it. I don't really like to schedule all my posts ahead of time because I feel like it pulls me away from being super engaged in the group. Like I just feel like it doesn't give me the ability to say what's on my heart that day. Or let's say I notice on a Wednesday that everybody's commenting that like they feel like they're hopping on the scale for some reason, they're not seeing results, they're a little discouraged that they're down. I might make a post on Thursday morning then, not what I was going to make if I would have scheduled it, but a post about the fact that, hey, why it's important to stay off the scale, why the scale doesn't tell the whole story. I might find a great Google article about the scale and how it doesn't reflect our hard work and progress and ask people to read that. If I notice a lot of people are discouraged or skipping workouts or not nailing their nutrition, again, that allows me to make a post that speaks to what they need at that time in a time-sensitive manner. So that's why I don't like to schedule all of my posts. It gives me the freedom to move things around and be a better coach. However, this is a great option if you are somebody that struggles to get up in the morning. Maybe you're going to schedule all your morning posts for the week or your challenges. And then you're just going to make a nightly post, based on what people are needing. That's fine. You can post, depending on the round, you might be posting 1 or 2 times a day as a coach. I usually like to keep it to 1, be it a challenge, a personal development post, an informational post, anything like that. But again, if you're going to do something like a water gallon challenge, you need to make sure that puppy's up early enough. So it might be a good idea to schedule it, especially if you're not a morning person. So you would click schedule, and then it would show you the scheduled post. You just want to make sure that when you click over here, after you log out, that you see that scheduled post, that you've selected the right date and the right time. So again, please don't move too fast, ladies. This is really important. It's your responsibility as the coach to make sure there is a post up every day of that week by the time there is supposed to be. I do take this very seriously as leader of this team. Again, I understand no one's perfect. I've certainly had mistakes happen, but I definitely don't expect it to happen again from the same people. So I give everybody kind of like one post that something can go wrong with, and that's totally fine. But being that there are a lot of paying customers in here and a lot of other coaches that are affected when a certain coach does not show up, I do expect you to remember that this is pretty serious. And so do your best to make sure that everything is scheduled. Take the time to get in here and familiarize yourself with it before it's your time to post. And hopefully this video helps a lot. So I'm going to click post now. And then what you'll see is right now, it shows that at 8:28 p.m. that Kimberly McCluskey posted this post. It is the top pin post. So I can go to my groups now, and I can, so it kind of logs me out and logs me back in, and I can see New Year, New You. When I click on that, this is now the pinned post. And you know that because it's got this little gray pin right here at the top. Okay, so that is a hopefully good tutorial for you. When you click see more, you'll see this whole entire post up for everybody to look at tonight with both of the videos. They can click on this one, and then if they need another one, they can click on the link to that one. Okay, so I don't think there's anything else I need to explain to you. There is scheduled drafted posts. So I don't have anything scheduled or drafted, but you would be able to see right here if you had one that you scheduled. That way you can look it over ahead of time, make sure there's no errors, make sure that the timing and the date is right and all that stuff. And you can also click right here to add a scheduled post. Also, let's see, you already know participants, invitations, coach admins. If you're a coach, you need to be a coach admin ahead of time for you to be able to post as a coach. So you want to click here and you want to make sure that you see yourself. If you do not see yourself here, you have not been added as a coach admin, and that is not good because we need you to be. And so I know right now that for this round, I have a coach who is not showing up there. So I'm going to look at my sent invitations just because I can't remember her email address from the top of my head. And although I know it was one of the first ones, here we go. I am going to add, doesn't look like she's seen her invitation yet either, which isn't good. So I've got to do that. But right here, coach admins, I have some coaches, which are good. Everybody's there. And then I can, oh, I didn't create this group, so I actually need Marissa to add her. So then everything will be great. So that is, I think, all you need to know about posting. Remember, there's a difference between the My Challenge tracker app and the My Challenge tracker portal. And as a coach, we need to be posting in the portal. You can do it from a cell phone if you pull it up, but again, it's not through the app. Okay, so that's super important that you understand. And that it is very important that you understand that these posts in the morning need to be up by like 8 a.m. at the latest, preferably is 7 a.m. If you are not somebody up and going early, again, schedule those morning posts if you need to. It is your responsibility to make sure that you have your posts ahead of time. If you are a veteran coach, if you've been doing this couple rounds, I love to see creativity in the posts and you coming up with new challenges. What will help you stand out from other coaches and with your clients and customers is a tentative, service. Like, we want to be excellent, right? We want to excel at every single thing that we are doing. And the more you put into your challenge groups, I can promise you, this is where everything comes from. This is where you're going to find your discount coaches. You're going to find your business builders. You're going to find the people who are getting, more you pour in and work with them one-on-one to get them great results. They are going to be your walking, talking billboard for you as a coach in your business in Beachbody. People are going to ask them at work, where they are, what they got to get results, and you are going to be able to get referrals from that. Trust me, when I have really honed in and focused more on my challenge groups than anything else, my business always shoots off from that. So I cannot emphasize enough that this is what we do as coaches, ladies. This right here is the most important thing. The business isn't a separate thing. We as coaches, we run challenge groups. This is the difference. This is what Beachbody offers. This is how we get people results. So do some research, go out there and look for posts. I use Pinterest, I use Google, and I'll just type in challenge group posts or challenge group, daily challenges for a challenge group. Or you can search all kinds of things and it gives me ideas because I'm not great at thinking of them myself. When I'm reading a personal development book and something's awesome, I write that down, that quote, and I'll share that in a challenge group and why it spoke to me. Usually what speaks to you is going to speak to other people, and you'll find that if you make those creative posts, once you are out of your first round of coaching, I do prefer you to stay to the script for the first one so that there's no, unforeseen problems. But after that, when something's on your heart or you're struggling with something or you overcame something, share that in a way that is kind of going to teach or inspire others, and it will make for a great group. I do promise you that. So there is a document that I have that I send out to my new coaches. If you haven't gotten it yet or seen it yet, please let me know. What it is it's about how to run great challenge groups. And so I believe that I have it here under my team scripts. And I think it is called, how to run challenge groups. And so this talks about when the morning post should go up, when the night one, if there is one, and how to check into the group, everything you need to know about running this group, because it isn't just that week that you are posting that you're a coach. You're a coach the whole round, and you aren't just coaching your challenger, you're coaching in general, because you want people helping to coach yours. Because if you have a client in there and maybe that client's asking questions like, have I done insanity? What do you think of insanity? And you've never done it. Should I do insanity or P90X next? Well, some of the other coaches have probably done that program and they can give their feedback. But if you're not a coach that's ever participating and commenting a lot in the group and engaging and also supporting and cheering on their challengers, why would they really want to spend their time away from their family or kids doing that for you? And although I want all of us working as a team, there's no I in team. So I love on everybody's challengers. I think that's a really important part. The more we all engage with each other, the better the group is. So when you are a coach, please remember that the best way to get your feet wet, the best way to start building confidence as a coach is just to start acting like a coach. So you are coaching all these people in this group. And although you don't have to feel responsible to comment on absolutely every single post of every single person, I do that because I consider myself an exceptional coach, and I hope that you will rise to that level. Because again, the more you put in, the more you pay it forward, the more you're going to get out. But if you aren't there yet, if you're new and you're a little overwhelmed, focus on your own challenges first and foremost. Love on some other people's as you see them, or if there's something that is a question that you can answer and you're the first one to see it, please do. We work as a team, and the more that we all put in, the more that everybody gets out, and the better experience all of the challengers have together, and that helps everybody's businesses grow. So any questions, feel free to comment below this video, email me, shoot me a message. I hope that this helps you have a great first time posting as a coach in the challenge group in the My Challenge Tracker app. And I look forward to getting everybody going and seeing and talking with you again soon. Thanks for being here, ladies.